Hi everyone, welcome to episode 152 of the Army Think Tank podcast. I am Jan,
Jess.
and how we doing today? My brain is not working, but how we doing today?
We're doing all right. I mean, it's hot here. It's like 35 degrees Celsius. I mean, it's hard to compare because like Alberta has such a dry heat in comparison to,
To me right
yeah,
now,
with like
which is just like you go outside and you're like drenched because of the
yeah.
humidity.
Yeah. I mean, like I did go to the gym like earlier, so I was definitely like toasty, and then I had to like
Yeah.
come home and have like a cold shower. And honestly, I don't think it was cold enough because I came out and I was like immediately sweating. So
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, from my outfit, you couldn't really tell that it's basically the same temp, except for us, it's like a very humid heat. Because our AC is working compared to like the last couple years at the apartment, and then when we finally moved here, the
uh
AC broke and everything. I
yeah.
was like, I think I've had enough AC karma to last me at least a decade.
We don't have
So
AC. I feel like I don't know, like I most people in Alberta don't really have AC, to be
yeah, back
fair.
home in Montreal is like it fluctuates enough that in the summer it gets hot enough that you're like, yeah, yeah,
I
you know.
don't know.
Um, but that's also why I'm just like, I would rather not go anywhere
Yeah,
and
you and
stay
me both.
inside.
You and me both,
I
but
mean, even like during like nice normal weather, I'm like, oh, it's nice being inside, you
I
know.
know. Well, and Calgary's like crazy right now because it's Stampede. So
It's that time of the year again.
it's that down to you again. Listen, if you guys don't know what Stampede is, it's honestly just look it up.
You're definitely one new here. Because
Definitely
we've
new.
talked about it every year since we started this podcast.
Yes, yeah. Stampede is a annual music uh music rodeo.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. So traditionally, it's very much based in rodeo. We have a lot of like chuck wagon races, bull riding, bronco riding,
I
like
swear you
all
guys
of
are
that.
like definitely like the Midwest of Canada.
Listen, I don't I don't like that comparison, but it's absolutely facts.
Listen, I live in the Midwest now,
I
so
know.
I am allowed to make that
I know.
comparison.
Like I don't like it, but it's absolutely facts. We are the Texas of Canada is what it is. We're the Texas of Canada. Anyway, so but lately, like the past like couple years, it's more about the like musical acts.
That's cool.
So it's turned more into like a Lollapalooza festival
I
with
mean, with
rodeo.
COVID, kinda, it's you know.
Listen, the Stampede is one of those festivals that has never been canceled. The only year that it was canceled was 2020. Other than that, like we had a massive flood that wiped out like part of our stadium and we still didn't cancel. This is an annual tradition that will never die, ever.
Okay, random ass like note. My Twitter has been giving me all the water updates from Calgary. And not
Yeah.
not the podcast
No, but
Twitter,
like your
my
Twitter.
personal Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have never
Calgary,
been, well, I almost,
true.
but then COVID, you know.
Yeah. Calgary, yeah,
It was
yeah, yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of funny, and I'm like, Jess, you good?
So like 3 weeks ago, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. We have a massive water line in Calgary, and it cracked, and there was a massive crack in it. So we were under a level 5 water restriction, which means like don't use water if you don't need to, don't water your
Yeah.
plants outside, don't wash your cars, don't like we're still
It's
in like
basically like massive drought kind of thing. You're like, it
well
hasn't
it's
rained in a hot minute, but
yeah, it's like
it's
the
on the same
only
level, kind of.
it's like the only pipe. It's like one of the biggest pipes. Like it can fit a like full-size truck through this pipe. That's how big it is. It's massive. It's a big pipe.
Casual,
Yeah, just a
casual.
casual. So yeah, like it was some treacherous times. I was also away during the like
Oh yeah,
main
that's true. You
portion.
were not home.
I was not home when this whole thing went down. So I'm trying to like catch up and be like, what is going on? Because I'm in Chicago at the time,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I don't know what's happening. Like, what's
Yeah, I
going
was
on?
seeing those and I'm like, okay.
half
Okay.
half of my Calgary friends were like, don't come back. It's not worth it.
At that point, just come and see me for a couple days. You're already in the
Yeah.
country. Might
Uh,
as well.
but they were able to get it fixed in time for Stampede. Again, they were not going to cancel Stampede. Like
Oh
it
yeah,
wasn't going to
no.
happen at all. It's like, like 1 million plus people come to this event. So, I mean, last year I think it was 1.5 million people came to the Stampede. So
Yeah, back home, it's bad whenever, because in Quebec, we are our main source of like income and electricity is water,
yeah, hydro.
electricity, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hydro.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So whenever something happens and they're like, hey, chill out, you're like, oh, fuck.
You're like, oh no, I know, like
Because
our reservoir was going
because
so
we
low.
produce so much that we export some of that
Yeah,
power.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know. It was a crazy. I mean, we're still like under some restrictions, like
Yeah,
watering plants and like washing cars outside and stuff like that. But at least they were able to get it fixed. So,
that's good.
well, for now, who knows?
Listen, the highlights here, apart from dying from going outside and the humidity and all the storms we've been having, because hashtag
Mm.
tornado alley, we're finally getting a garbage bin.
Oh,
Yeah, Kansas City is finally like rolling, because we've like in the past year we got recycling bins. So
you guys,
instead of just like the big bins,
you guys haven't had that. What?
you had to like put your small bin on the side of the curb, you had your 2 bags of trash. Yeah.
Girl.
So we finally,
Damn.
yeah, the city finally went through. Turns out where we live, we're in the last phase to get our trash
Of
bin.
course.
So
That's
we're
so
just excited
interesting.
because we're gonna be able to have, I mean, we're gonna be able to have so much more trash. We're
Yeah.
not gonna produce more trash,
No.
but at least we're not gonna be like packing like no tomorrow, because
Mm.
you're only allowed 2 trash bags.
Right, 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 right.
And we're like 4 adults. There's 2 cats that shit like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's
listen,
so
this is
interesting.
how exciting things are going. We're
Life is
getting a trash
exciting.
bin.
Listen, listen. Speaking of it, like exciting. Happy birthday, Army.
Talking
Happy
about trash
birthday.
bins to Army birthday. What a segue.
It's a huge segue. You're welcome for that. The queen of segues. Um, happy birthday, Army.
Happy
Happy,
birthday.
happy 11, 10 years that we have been a fandom. What a
Yep, happy
crazy.
11th birthday, Army.
We got some Bangtan bombs for our lovely birthday from
They all came to visit.
they all came to visit. We got an OT7 Bangtan bomb from like start to finish, which was great. We had Namjoon at Festa last year. Jin was getting ready to do all of his astronaut promotion at the time.
Yeah, I believe JK's was the Qatar.
Car, yes, swimming.
Yep.
Tay was also doing his like radio show. Jimin was doing a lot of the like fan meets, like prepping for all of his fan meets for Face. We had Hobie working with Crush on the
Oh
choreography.
yes.
We had Min Yoongi chilling out. I don't know,
Listen, I miss him so much.
existing. Um,
Because like we do get some morsels of the other members, but because of the nature of Yugi's service,
mm,
obviously we don't get anything, and he's like one of the more quiet
Riot
members
members.
anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, this is so hard being a Yoongi bias. It's a hard life being a Yoongi bias right now.
We're in a drought, man. We're in a drought.
Thank God Subin is coming out of left field,
It's true.
keeping
Very,
me
very
alive
true.
over here.
Keeping you alive.
My squishies. But yeah, happy birthday, Army. Oh, as usual, like we're always so happy to be part of this family,
Always,
this
always.
community. And let us know in the comments if you did or like did something for Army Day,
Yeah,
or
what did you
if
guys
you
do for
like
Army
posted or
Day?
like for Army Day. What did I do on Army Day?
I feel it. I was at work, so I
I think I
don't
slept
know.
in.
Yeah, we're
So
really.
it was a good day.
It was a good day. Yeah, like sleeping and chilling out
Not being
and
sick.
not
That was
being
also a good
sick.
highlight considering how sick I
Just
was
true.
yesterday.
Just like enjoying the Bangtan bombs that we
Yeah.
got.
Just chilling,
Yeah, I don't know.
Just
It
chilling.
was chill. It was chill.
But okay. So Jin is back.
Okay, this man,
J Jin has not taken a break.
I
Didn't he say in an interview that he was like, "Hey, family and friends, I'm gonna go see Army first. Please don't ask to throw parties for me. I'm gonna go see Army."
So yeah, we got a really lovely Weverse article that came out that Jin did like an interview post military. It'll be linked in the description if you want to go and read it.
Yeah.
At least the international version, like the English version will be in
Mm-hmm.
there. Um he okay, that article went from like me laughing to like me sobbing.
Crying, yeah.
Oh, why does he do this to me all the time? I mean,
No, right?
he was talking a lot about like how much like his comrades in the military really admired him, and I'm like, yeah, he's the eldest member of BTS, and so I feel like there's a lot of pressure with that as it is
Mm-hmm.
to be like a good role model
And
and
he was
like
most likely either the oldest or one of the oldest in
yeah,
his squad since he
yeah,
went in so late. Well, so late.
yeah,
So he probably most definitely still had like that big brother
yeah,
vibe going on for him.
yeah. I guess I just like I know how much I miss them like deeply, and I guess I, I I don't know, like I don't know if I realized how much they missed us as well, right? Like
Yeah,
the
but
thought
I
to
also have a
be
feeling with all the messages that he pre-recorded for us,
yeah.
I don't know why we doubted
I
that he
know, I
would, since he
know.
was coming back like right before Festa.
Yeah.
It's like why we ever doubted that he would do something for Festa.
Yeah, yeah.
I think deep down we wish that he didn't, so he could like
The rest.
rest.
I know. Like part of me's like, bro, like you need to rest. But I I guess like this is kind of just like the army BTS relationship in which like they tell us to be safe and then we tell them to be safe and then neither one of us are really like
Listen, he
following
must
each
have
other.
felt so antsy to go back
Yeah.
into because they announced chapter 2 and he immediately had to go. So he
Yeah.
must have felt like so antsy to like come back out and then
Yeah.
get into like the spring of things.
I love when he was like talking in the article about like performing for the first time and how like he just wanted to like get it all out because he was like, I don't want to cry on stage. So I turned up the like in ears so I couldn't hear like the
Yeah.
cheering and like being in that moment, I bet was like really scary because obviously like they're not practicing, they're not like dancing and they're not like, rehearsing and stuff like that because they're focused on
Yeah,
their new job.
dude literally came out and then immediately
And
went
then
on
immediately
stage.
was like, I'm on stage,
Like
bro.
basically within 24 hours he
And
was on the
nothing has
stage.
changed. That man like really said like king of vocals. I've been gone for like a year. Does not matter.
Yeah.
Literally does not matter. I I really love just like I hate how he said like even if Army leaves us in the distant future, we could never leave Army. Bro, the hell you talking about?
We're not going anywhere.
In this shit for life.
Because also, just look at it this way. You've been gone for a year and a half.
Yeah,
We're still there.
we're still there. What did you think was going to
So that's
happen?
not gonna
That's not
change.
going to change. I just love how we refer to them as like being home, as like being safe, and they refer to us as being home. And that sentiment of like home or like safety or like true, I don't want to say true love, but that's what it is.
I mean, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like a soulmate bond. like a platonic
Yes.
soulmate bond. It's just like
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel safe. I feel, as you said, like at home. I feel like this is
Yeah.
where I should be.
Yes. Yeah. 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 It's like that, that like invisible string
Yeah,
theory. Like we're all connected via an invisible string. And I think that is so true when it comes to BTS and ARMY. There's like this invisible tie between us that can't be broken, even with time and even with distance. It's irrelevant because we still like love each other so much.
yeah.
Um, and I don't know, like he just absolutely destroyed my soul in this
Well, he destroyed your soul, and I know he destroyed your fucking brain because dude's on the cover of W Korea already. He's been
ah
announced as the international ambassador of Fred Global, a jewelry brand.
yes. So the
Got a whole
man,
bunch of photos.
listen, man catching bag out here. I was like, okay, the Canadian tuxedo sends me into like a different dimension. I Anytime that they do that, I saw a comparison photo actually between the Love Yourself tier, which if you don't know, that is my favorite album, where he's wearing the white shirt and the Canadian tuxedo to
Yeah.
now, and how like he is literally a vampire. Like nothing has changed.
No, we've been
Nothing has
saying
changed.
this for at like minimum of 5 years. He's like, this dude has not changed.
He has not changed, and it like genuinely sends me like in a spiral. I had to go like lie down on the floor, and Mon and Lenny and Cad were just like messaging me at the same time, being like, "Yo, you good, bro?"
No, no, I'm
No,
not.
no. The answer is hell no. He's also been visiting us so much on Instagram.
Yeah.
That photo of him with the headphones, I'm just like
That is like peak gamer energy.
peak. I was like, it was really funny because it was like hot photo, and then
I was like,
and I was like, there's my guy.
there it is.
There it is. There he is.
I miss him so
I
much.
miss him so much. I love it. He's also apparently doing a like survival show as well because he came back from
Yep.
Jeju Island. This man has literally not slept, I
Listen, this
swear.
dude, as I said, left the army within 24 hours, was singing on a stage, and then basically went to a deserted island like a week later.
I was like, what are we doing? And then he's on the cover of W Korea. He's doing his Fred thing, and
He's been announced as a torchbearer for the Paris 2024 Olympics. Hello?
hello, hello.
Excuse me.
I
Don't make this man run, please.
He's been running enough. He's
Yeah.
been running circles in my mind this whole time. So he's tired.
He's probably been running a lot in the military by itself in the first place.
So true. So true. So true. But I listen, I'm loving all this attention. It's really great. Like
No, dude was really like that's why I was like I'm saying it's like he must have been itching.
yeah, like antsy.
Like
And I'm sure
to
they
get back to work.
all
Because I feel like in
are
a lot of ways, like it doesn't feel as much as work for them
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
at this
it's like
point.
this like placeholder until they actually get to the job that they want to do.
Yeah.
And I think he even said like in the Weavers article about how much the members are also missing us and missing the things that they were born to do is
Yeah.
basically what it comes down to. And I totally get like it's almost like waiting for your life to start, right? Like it's almost like
Yeah.
you're in this like purgatory
Yeah, it's just like putting your
waiting.
life on pause for something
Yeah.
that you have to do, and
Yeah.
ultimately, like they did say that like they have to do it, they are proud to do it,
Yeah.
but
But
ultimately this is not
this is
what
not what they
they
want to do.
want to do.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like 2025 is gonna be absolutely
Listen, I am not ready,
psychotic.
dude.
It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be the most chaotic thing, and I am living for it. I'm
Well,
so here for it.
well, speaking of military, Hobie is gonna be
Speaking,
back in 99 days. We're officially in the 2 digits.
oh my god, I'm
I
so
miss him so much.
excited.
And
Oh,
having only him and Jin
it's
out for a while
hilarious.
is gonna be
Hilarious.
so wild.
It's gonna be wild. Listen, it's already wild with Jin doing
Just
all
Jin.
of these things. I'm like, I feel like I'm having like whiplash is what it is, because it's like Jin is just like doing
Bro,
all these
Hobie's gonna
things.
come back in time for the end of year
Yeah.
award shows.
Yeah.
They're good, and like I'm 50-50, like it's 50-50 if both of them are gonna attend for the rest of their members.
Like when Hobie did it solo,
Yeah.
so funny.
And then he was just like getting the awards for their members because they couldn't be there.
So
So I
funny.
mean,
So funny. He
they're brothers,
also,
might as
listen,
well.
he also, that was like one of my favorite Hobie eras. He was so attractive. That low cut suit with his
Listen,
swoopy
it was
hair.
also just like
Oh,
just him, his mullet, and all of his like juniors.
I was living, honestly.
Because it was basically
Uh,
like he was sitting like in the
I
middle
know.
of basically all the hype groups.
It was so
So
funny.
it was just like it was Hobie and his
My
juniors.
boy. Yeah. My boy. I'm so excited. When he posted the like 100 countdown with his like goggles, I was like, this is what we're doing. And like Jin also like commenting and being like, hey, you only got 100 days left. Let's go.
It's gonna go by so fast.
It's actually gonna go by so fast. I am so looking forward to October and September. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
because when
great.
you look at it, like in October
It's
is gonna be my 3-year wedding anniversary.
that's crazy.
And like a year later, a week later, my brother-in-law is getting married.
Crazy
So I'm just
time.
like, this is gonna come by so fast.
So quickly.
It's not gonna be even gonna be funny.
No. It's also like we have so much happening because Jimin's Muse is going to be coming out. It's coming so quickly.
So,
If you
I mean,
guys,
there's that. There's also just the fact that like TXT released a new like Japanese EP.
it's so good.
I'm just like,
Oh,
okay, cool
ah,
story, bro. Cool
my
story,
whiplash.
bro, I guess.
Yeah, so Muse is coming this is it this
Jin
week?
is,
This week?
I
Next
think,
week?
either
Yeah,
this week or next week. It's like
it's
imminent.
it's imminent. It's approaching. And we did react to the pre-release track already, so if you want to go and watch that, you can. I've been listening to it like nonstop because it's just so fun.
It's
It's so
so
summer.
fun.
It's the chorus of that song, "I Love You, Babe," is
And
just like
the
in
the
my
dance
head.
challenge on TikTok for that one is so fun
It's so
because I feel like it's a
fun.
more like low key
Yeah,
kind of
it's
dance that
super.
like anyone can like
Yeah,
try and do.
I also
So
like
yeah,
love the addition of like him putting in the love sign language portion, and
yeah.
like I don't know, it's so sweet and cute. I love him so much. Um so yeah, get prepped for Muse. We will do a
We will do more reactions
yes,
as the
music
music
videos come
videos
out.
come out.
Yes, yes, yes. And on the same vein as that, because of course we cannot rest in this fandom for one day. We're getting a G Cook travel adventure
Listen, I
show.
am so excited for that travel show. Our Busan boys going around the world
I'm
and around
excited.
Korea.
Yes. So it's gonna be coming out August 8th. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be coming out on Weverse and Disney Plus as
I
well.
think so. And I think we already got the release schedule
We
when they
did.
announced it. So
Yes, we have the schedule. Apparently they went to like a bunch of European cities. They went to the US, they went to like Jeju and a couple of other
so
places in
excited.
Korea.
Listen, if they don't have at least like a pit stop in Busan, I'm gonna be real upset.
I know. Go to Busan.
I'm
My
gonna be
Busan
really upset.
boys.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's a missed opportunity.
But I'm really looking forward to it because I remember during a Sushita episode with JK, I think they teased that a little bit and I was like, what is this gonna be? But now we
Listen, I
know.
also love that they like the photo that they use kind of looks like in the soup
It did look like in
too.
this soup. Oh man, I listen, I love when they do these types of like shows together because it just shows like how
Listen, I miss
much
Bon
fun.
Voyage so
Yeah,
much.
so much. So I'm
Bon
glad we're
Voyage,
getting.
like in the soup, was like another type of like self-care and healing.
Yeah.
But Bon Voyage was like the perfect mix of like comfort and
Yes.
comedy.
Yes. Oh my God. It's so comedic. Anytime they go to a different country, it's so funny to
I'm
me.
gonna have to rewatch the four Bon
Me
Voyage
too.
now.
Me too. Me too. I was thinking of the same thing. Like do like
Yeah.
an entire rewatch before
Like
this comes
a
out.
binge watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then to come in with Whiplash, because again, shit. Kim Tae-young.
How
I
many times have I said this man is a problem?
am tired,
Has
bro.
it been 3 years now that I've been saying that this man is a problem? Even more than
Yes.
that, actually.
Yes.
It's been like
Yes.
almost 4 years.
I feel like he's officially a part of my bias line at this point because this man comes out with an entire photo book and he's like shirtless for most of those photos.
Yeah, but chapter 2 is not about
Most
them taking their
of
shirts off, huh, Tay?
all men do is lie. All men do is lie.
The worst part is that's the direct quote from him.
I know. I'm like, where the evidence in my mind speaks differently to what you're saying, my guy.
The evidence does not correlate with the words coming out of your mouth.
And I can't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. So we're getting a like photo book, and we're also getting a pop-up event to go along with that photo book. The one that I'm most excited about is the one in Vancouver because finally a Canadian city was included.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
brother. They really said I'm the artwork.
Yeah. My thing, okay, so my theory with this, because it does say that this photo book is called Type 1. So my theory with this is that we're getting 7 photo books.
Listen, I'm a type 1.
But
Hey, I don't need to get a tattoo for it. I already have one.
but like I feel like since this is type 1, like we're getting all the
Maybe.
members. That's how I feel about this.
Maybe.
I did buy it though because I have no
Of course you did.
self-control. I have no self-control. I have no
Listen,
self-control.
I was able to get the D-Day.
Vinyl?
No, not the
Oh.
vinyl. The concert.
Oh.
There you go.
I
the
was
thing
like,
with the.
what?
I was able to get
Eh?
that, and unfortunately, I did promise my husband that one would be the last one for a hot second.
Okay.
And
Sure.
listen, I've been pretty good.
I have not, and I will make no promises ever about doing that.
Since when have you been good on that front? I'm sorry, I will say never for you.
First of all, how dare you call me out
Hey,
like that?
yeah. We've been friends. We've been like best friends for long enough at this point.
Ah!
We've been besties long enough that I know how you are, and you know how I am. So you've got nothing to say.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
My job is to call you out just as much as yours is to call me out.
anyway, anyway,
So,
anyway. Yeah. So TXT came out with a Japanese album, and it's amazing. Listen, I love this song so much.
listen, there's
So good.
something about TXT's Japanese releases
They're just so good.
that just tickled that good part of my brain.
Yeah, the music video is so sweet. There's so many like throwbacks to a lot of their other music videos in that one. And if you've been like a MOA for a long time, you like can recognize some of like the scenes and like the little Easter eggs that they put in that music video.
Yeah.
And also they are doing their 2 sold out shows in Japan in Tokyo Dome, which is
Yeah.
a huge deal.
Listen, gotta celebrate that album somehow, you know?
It's true. It's true. I also saw like a lot of the fan videos from yesterday and they performed Force. I'm upset and offended. am
I mean,
jealous.
it makes sense that they would perform this in Japan.
I know, but I want to
I
see
know. I
it.
love Force. It's like my favorite Japanese release of theirs.
God, I
It's
am also
so good, and it's such a difficult song to
it's
sing.
such a difficult song to sing. I'm also sending all the love to Bumgyu because
Yeah,
he
he's injured, and it was affecting him. Like, he really wanted to perform for Moa's, and he
yeah,
couldn't.
I know.
But his members were there for him, ran to him when he started crying. They all piggyback rided
They all
him.
piggyback. Yeah, at some point
Yeah.
they all took turns piggyback riding him. I'm just like it. It's just so like sad when you like reach an achievement of this level and you
Yeah.
can't do the thing that you were born to do.
But he was also just like so sweet. He was like, I could just not, but he was like, TXT is 5, and no matter
Yeah.
what, we're touring together.
Yeah, 5 minus 1
So,
equals 0.
yeah.
But
So.
yeah, like if you didn't see the Weverse announcement, he like has a hairline fracture in his foot. At least he's not on the crutches and he's just like in his boot. That's better than.
And it's not like a full-on cast. It's more like a
Yeah.
bandage with a boot.
Yeah.
But his members are taking care of him, and he's surrounded by people he loves.
Yes,
So.
Moa is giving him all of the love.
Yeah.
We love you, Bumgyu. We love you so much.
I think this brings us to the end for this week, doesn't it?
I think so. I think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
Damn, that means I need to go back to work.
Haha.
Let's do our songs of the week.
All right, go for it.
Okay. My BTS song this week is "The Astronaut" because hi Suki. Hi. Is "The Astronaut" because Jin is back, and I love this man to death, and it felt fitting.
Facts.
And my non-BTS song is "Fighting" by
Go on.
by BSS. Because they were chosen to cheer on Team Korea for the Olympics, and what more fitting song than Fighting?
It's facts. Jin in the Olympics, BSS.
Listen, they did so good. And the song is just amazing. It's such a fun song.
It's such a fun song. The choreo for that is so fun. I don't know. It's just like
it's perfect. It's like perfect.
Songs. Yeah, it just fits.
And what about you?
My BTS song is Dimple for it's reasons. Vocal line. I feel like it's because the vocal line like for the past couple of weeks has just been wrecking my shit, and some appreciation needs to be said with Dimple.
Listen, my BTS song was almost Pied Piper this week. So take it as you will.
Listen, it was a very close second.
Please resume.
And then my non-BTS song is one of my favorite TXT songs because this album is like it's so meaningful for me, and I really do love it. And hearing it live really just like solidified
it is such a special
my
song.
Love. So it's Magic Island by TXT, and
yeah, it is a very, very special song.
I love this song to death, and like hearing it live just like changed my opinion. Not just you know what it is, it's not changed my opinion, it just solidified my love for the song.
Yeah.
that's
I get that.
That's what
I get that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think this brings us to the end of this week's episode.
Yes.
As usual, we have a new podcast episode coming out every Thursday and a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. You can find us on our social medias at Army Think Tank or at Army Think Tank Podcast. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video.
On that note,
have a good week. And we'll see you guys next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Bye-bye.